It's the Dace Man Show, featuring Gibby, Frank Ward, Cheever, Tips, Sir Nicholas Andrew, Frank Klein, Chris Bumpadre. This is Travis Goss welcoming you to the Dace-tacular basement in Daceford, New Jersey with your host, Chris, the Dace Man Dace.
What's up, Dace-tacular Nation? Welcome to another edition of the Dace Man Show here in the Dacement. I am back from the depths of DC. Joining me as always to my left, Gibby, Murder, Frank Ward,
Hi.
Rape, and Tits.
Okay.
Sexual misconduct. And a new background.
Oh, God.
Designed by Randy.
Yay, Randall.
So I've been waiting to use this, and like you said in the fucking chat, once a month. That's all we're going to use this.
That's all we can. That's literally all we can.
Except for now you can't stand in the middle because then you'll block
Block
it.
the logo.
We just have to blame Dave. I think it's really, really, really bright.
So now it's kind of weird that there's nothing
What's really
in the middle.
bright? Oh.
That and the lights. I'm really bright.
I
too.
swear it changes every fucking week.
It doesn't. We're always the spot
It
shop.
looks
No, it wasn't this bad 2 weeks ago.
literally white.
This is making it worse.
You know.
We have to
You live
fix.
in
I'm
I told you we have to
gorgeous
put something on those.
Either way.
We have to make them warmer, not as white.
warmer,
warm.
sexier,
Yeah.
moist.
Like throw a lighter shade of brown over the top so we look tan.
No,
That's
yellow.
right, exactly.
Yeah.
Darken us up a bit.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Not too
Damn
dark
right.
though.
Yeah.
Don't want to accidentally go blackface.
I'm going to go see how this goes.
It'll stall out quick.
I don't have a topic to kind of like segue us into like a decent conversation as a banter. So whatever you guys are doing, that's fine. I can work at banter tonight.
Any of you guys watched? It's a Netflix show.
Maybe.
Dear White People.
Oh no.
Oh.
Do
my-
you?
Oh my god, dude! It is hilarious.
You do?
I binged it in fucking it's 2 seasons. I must have binged it in like 4 days.
So cultural.
He doesn't
It
like
was
half of
great.
Marvel, but you watch Dear White People?
Dude, it was great.
Did you learn anything?
Oh, it was hilarious. No, but it was hilarious. I like it. It starts out with a blackface party.
A blackface party?
Yeah.
Well, we know.
Well, we've been doing it wrong.
That's literally how it started out. And I'm just like, is this for real right now? Like, what just happened?
Well, maybe I have to give it a shot.
He was not. You're not the guy that I would be like bringing that to the table. Like, hey, you guys gotta watch Dear White People. It's,
I didn't think I was gonna like it at first because I thought it was just gonna be, bash, bash, bash.
Mhm.
But oh my god, no! It's actually quite hilarious, and I actually like how it goes from episode to episode.
Like
because it
shows
follows
do.
a specific. Well, no, because it follows a specific character through it,
Uh-huh.
and then you'll watch like 4 other characters in that same time frame.
Oh,
And
okay.
then it'll go
Mhm.
back to the original character, do the next like XYZ time frame, and then
Mhm.
it'll go through XYZ different characters. There's like
Bring the color.
what
back
seems
up
to be
a
3
little.
main characters. Well, it's kind of hard to say because there's a
Okay.
couple of them.
Touching it.
But
I-
it's kind of interesting how
There
it
we
does
go.
it.
I've seen some shows do that as like just a one-off thing, like they'll do it for an episode.
Yeah.
Because I think like Psych did it once, where like you follow Gus around for a while, and then Sean went for a while, and then you followed like Lassie around. But the whole show's that way.
it's a crossover event.
So like every episode.
You never watched Psych?
Yeah. So every episode, it's a different
Missing out.
main person basically.
It's a good show.
And
Did
it-
meet James Roday though. Sorry.
Oh yeah.
I don't know.
Never mind. I remember the whole ordeal now. Is that you met him and you don't watch the show.
Does it ever go back to the same person?
Yeah, he said once you continue on the timeline.
Oh,
Once it
okay.
goes through, like how many ever people they want you to go through in that particular time frame, it goes back
805.
to the main character, who's the girl that hosts the show of Dear White People.
She a podcaster?
That's when it. It's like a radio show.
Podcast.
Podcaster.
Yeah. So
We've been doing it wrong.
Then it goes back to her, and then she starts out the next like time frame, and then it goes through different people. Sometimes it seems to be revolving around 3 people, but there's about 5 or 6 narratives that they will bring some of them in at some whenever they feel like it's necessary.
Okay.
So what you're saying is debuting this Wednesday on Dace Man and Friends is Dear Black People. And it's our version of it.
Yeah, where we'll just strap GoPros to our chest.
It's not gonna be. Don't assume it's gonna be racist.
Mine's gonna be trivia, so it's gonna be a little.
I'm trying to
boring.
remember because there is the white group that created their own show in protest of it. And I can't remember. What
Someone did do it.
In the
show.
I believe you're talking about the Ku Klux Klan.
Yeah, they took up arms like about 100 years ago, but they're still around.
Hilarious. I'm sorry, it's hilarious.
Or the neo-Nazis.
So
I'm pretty sure there's a couple of them right now.
Yeah. That apparently is a part of the James Gunn smear campaign. If you listen to Dave Bautista.
Yeah.
He's going ham.
Oh my God, yeah. I mean, I guess we could do celeb news.
Celeb news. He's got papers. And the theme.
I did. God, I don't think we've heard this theme in forever.
I forgot what it is.
See, it's so long. I don't know where it's
find
at.
Second, third one up, in the middle one.
Yes.
Yeah.
Third one up in the middle one.
And here we go.
All right, Mr. DeMille, I'm ready for my close-up.
Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker. Wipe my shiny metal ass. Yeah, bitch! And here we go.
Welcome to the first celeb news in God, who knows how long.
This year,
This year.
2018.
I actually don't have that story we started segueing into with Dave Bautista.
Oh.
But Dave Bautista has apparently gone on strike saying that if they don't use James Gunn's script for Guardians 3, he's done.
I just think that's a bad idea on his part because he wears makeup, so they could just get any other meathead.
Well, that and they snapped him away. So this is a bad time to start getting
Yeah.
ballsy with your contract. Like, you know what? I ain't coming back.
Well, I
Okay.
mean, he's got Guardians 3 that
Kill.
he's definitely in, but, like, I mean, he's just all makeup. They can just bring in somebody else who's got no head and big shoulders.
He's not crucial enough to the story. His character's not crucial enough. They could kill it off and roll on.
It's also easy enough to pretend that
Dummy.
it's not him.
He's a huge comic relief, though.
You can find other ones though.
What character is he?
Drax.
Drax.
Technically, he wasn't in Infinity War, because you couldn't see him. Because that's memes everywhere.
I've watched that twice since it hit digital.
You have a problem, sir.
I do. Blu-ray's coming, so I'll have that in 2 weeks, too. Or
There
whenever
we
the fuck
go.
that comes. But yeah, he said he will bail if they don't use a script. He was
Yeah.
also going off about how it's unacceptable that he's not directing it.
He should also take note about, the whole roadie thing. So he should realize that they're not going to care
Yeah.
about replacing him.
Don't fight the
Didn't
mouse.
they? But more WWE.
It's even worse now that it's the mouse because
Didn't
before that
Rousey
wasn't the
start a
mouse.
fight?
Don't fight.
Did she have her first fight or something?
On Raw.
Raw.
That's sports.
Don't.
Did she lose or win?
We got rid of that
we don't do
segment.
sports
We
no
can't.
more, Jimmy.
Wrong one.
She won.
It's
The fun fact is
let's be honest here. It's not a sport. It's a
it's
theater.
entertainment. Sports.
To be
entertainment.
fair, sports will most likely
it's a
come back once
celebrity.
football comes
How many
back.
actresses do you see cartwheel like that? By the way, SmackDown Live's playing in the background.
I can see.
Oh, she did win. They also, the funny thing about that match is they put her against a woman who had problems with her husband at WrestleMania weekend and caused a scene, and then Ronda just beat the shit out of her on Raw. So
Speaking of,
there's speculation that there's a good possibility to put her in that match to get her ass beat just for.
did you
stepping
see
away.
with UFC that McGregor is coming back?
Yes.
He has a fight in October against some dude whose name I can't pronounce.
I thought they weren't going to allow him to come
Nope,
back.
he's back. He
Yeah.
has a title. He has a
Who knew?
match billed for October.
You
I
didn't
guess
expect
they,
it.
I thought they took his titles away.
They might have done that.
They
but he
might have
has a
done it, but
match.
they're he's
He's
set.
money.
He's set for the first weekend in October.
Interesting.
But in other
Celebrity
nerd
news? Nerd
It's
news?
not really celeb news. It's real nerd
In
news.
just random news,
So we'll go with this one. Patrick Stewart.
I know him.
Oh!
I-
Oh! Oh! Yay!
Which one is he?
Is that what Ashley does?
Start!
He's going to be the lead in a new Star Trek series. According to Deadline, Sir Patrick Stewart has personally announced at Las Vegas Star Trek convention that he will officially be stepping back into the role of Jean-Luc Picard in a new Star Trek show for CBS All Access.
Yes.
Another reason you need to buy it.
Goddamn, that's like the worst thing about it, man. Like, why? Stop going to CBS All Access.
Speaking of casting news, did you see the other big casting news that was announced today?
No.
Ruby Rose.
Any of these?
Ruby Rose got cast as Batwoman in the Arrowverse crossover.
Yeah, she's not an actress.
I'm just letting you know.
But it was
John
a casting.
Picard, much better.
Loosely related.
No, I get what she.
Yeah.
She's there's doing a huge crossover event with DC this year. It's going to backrow feature, and there's a possibility that spins off into its own show.
Yeah, well, they cast Ruby Rose as Batwoman.
Who's not an actress?
I don't know.
Sir Patrick Stewart can beat Ruby Rose.
Did you see John Wick 2?
Hashtag me too.
Did you see John Wick 2?
No.
Okay.
I saw her in Orange is the New Black.
Well, but she was in John Wick 2, and she didn't have any lines.
So she's like a Rhonda when it comes to
She
acting.
doesn't talk. Which is funny because she started on MTV as like a VJ, like the
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I remember that.
Yeah, she was on MTV, but it says she's going to play Kate Kane, described as a young woman with passion for social justice and highly trained in street fighting. She'll make her first appearance in the December's 4-show Arrowverse crossover between Arrow, Flash, Supergirl, Legends of Tomorrow, and potentially headline her own spin-off series, which is in development for a possible slot in CW's next season. Rose will be seen on the big screen in the shark movie, The Meg.
Jason Statham fights a shark.
Has previously had scene-stealing roles in John Wick, Pitch Perfect.
Were they really scene-stealing?
In John Wick, she was
stole
good.
the whole scene.
Was she nude?
She was fighting the whole time. She was
nude?
fighting him.
Nude.
I don't remember. It was a while ago.
I mean, that's the only way you're gonna steal the scene. Is
Yeah.
But
She was not nude.
Oh,
It
well,
says-
fuck it.
If I
I'm out.
remember correctly, she's the one that fought inside the hotel, right?
she was damn close.
Nude?
I don't remember. It was a long time ago. I'm being really honest.
What's with the dog?
There's a new dog. This one doesn't die.
Somebody killed it.
I
No,
haven't
this one
seen
didn't
either
die.
yet.
He didn't give it a name though.
Then you're not attached. Once you name it, it's over.
But it does
That's a
say
good point.
CW's president declined to share details about Batwoman's role in the upcoming crossover, and says that it'll be big enough that we'll be thinking about
dies.
doing a pilot series with
Spoilers.
her.
Well, I think it's interesting they went with you said Kate Kane,
Yeah.
so they didn't go with Gordon's daughter.
Oh,
No.
you actually listened to
I
some
caught
of
the
that.
Kate Kane
I
thing.
can't follow.
Well, that was the only reason I kept going into the article because I wanted to see who they were casting her as.
This is how gaming sounds to us.
I zoned
I
out
like
for a
your
while.
shirt.
Thank you. Thank you.
Way to hit him with a compliment, Gabby. Wouldn't see that coming. Wha-bam!
But
He
more.
probably has too many PUBG stories today and had to suck up now.
I have a lot of Pokemon.
Oh, Pokemon.
Pokemon stories are okay.
WB is developing another female superhero with a Supergirl movie.
I don't.
But according to Deadline, Warner Brothers.
Did they have a Supergirl movie?
They have a
though?
They had a show.
Show.
But that's the problem.
No,
with
they had it
DC.
in a movie too.
Oh.
Well, the problem with
and a movie.
DC is they keep just piling on.
Reboot.
Yeah, and it's not even a reboot because they're all out at the same fucking time.
They're grabbing a lot of B superheroes and pushing. They went with like to the one when we Doctor. Oh, we got a follower.
We're on easy street, and it feels so sweet. 'Cause the world is but a treat, and you're on easy street.
I had some.
But anyway, they do seem like they keep going to the B list like superheroes because Marvel took forever to get to Doctor Strange and Black Panther and all those guys out the gate.
So what-
Shazam!
So what you're saying is they should have the Dace Man movie.
Shazam looks really good.
Oh,
You
I
could be-
think it's gonna be their best one.
You could be a
Shazam looks
superhero.
awesome.
There's no Sinbad, I'm out.
No, I don't know if Shazam.
I don't know how many times I have to say this.
Shazam
Exactly.
might be the best just because they're actually including humor in his, but I think they're doing pretty good with Aquaman.
Well, anything that's not Zack Snyder.
Yeah, honestly.
I think I have to watch Aquaman because
comes out in
Ashley's got
December.
a hard on for him for some reason.
Everybody does.
Yeah.
I don't get
I
it.
know. I think his nipples are too low. I mean,
Exactly.
Who's looking at his nipples when he's got that face and those abs?
Go on.
Yeah,
just maybe it was the
going.
spot where I was at in the theater because I had that stupid awkward one that's tucked up to the side. But the angle that I could see Aquaman as he stood there, his nipples looked like they were down by his belly button. It freaked me out. I couldn't do it after that.
I mean, look at that
Seriously.
belly button too. I mean, what the hell happened there?
Well, he gets the Star Wars opening weekend, so.
He's screwed.
Well,
Well,
there's no Star
No,
Wars.
there's nothing
He's just got the
there.
weekend.
He's just got the.
He'll be fine. I think because he is gonna do good just because it's Jason Momoa.
And there's really nothing wrong.
Yeah.
Him and his
And
weird
like
nipples.
I said, he's got humor included in his. It seems like it's not
Nipples.
gonna have. It's kind of gonna be like the Justice League that we got because Joss Whedon finished it for Zack Snyder.
Yes. But according to this, they're processing and developing a movie that will center around Superman's cousin, Supergirl. 22 Jump Street writer Oren Uziel.
I remember that name. Didn't he try doing Solo? And he got benched?
No.
I thought the 22 Jump Street people were the ones that were originally on Solo.
He shut him right down.
I thought it was the Lego Batman people.
I just like Gibby finally had input, and it was just like, nah, you're wrong.
I don't think it was him. I might be wrong.
Yeah,
I'm Googling
They were tied in.
This is your segment.
I don't
Google
have a
things.
computer anymore.
I know they were tied into the Men in Black reboot.
Didn't that get shut down?
No, they're filming it now with Chris Hemsworth and some woman.
Some woman?
So it's Thor.
Melissa McCarthy?
Yeah.
She's in everything.
No,
She's
it's
in
another
everything.
British
Are
person.
you sure?
Because they're bringing in O from Men in Black 3.
Wait.
She's going to be the lead of it over in
Oh.
the UK. So it's going to be a London version.
Hold on.
No, but then that makes sense, though. Google searching, boo boo, kill the silence with a song about Google searching. He's looking, trying to find
I
it on
want
the
to see who
internet.
the girl is in the new one.
Well, I'll let you keep rolling
I'll
that.
keep going. Yeah, you go.
But in the pages of DC Comics,
you.
Supergirl and Superman are the only ones who safely escaped Krypton after it exploded. There's no official word yet on who's going to be the director of the Supergirl film, but the outlet says the studio will likely seek out a female director because that's what they do now.
Yes.
So it's unclear if Henry Cavill's Superman will make an appearance in the film. Supergirl is currently on CW with Melissa Benoist.
Oh, it's Valkyrie. It's Tessa Thompson.
Tessa Thompson?
Yeah. Is in the Men in Black.
Oh, that's it. That's who it was.
Yeah, it's
Because
Valkyrie.
it's a reuniting of Ragnarok.
That's
Yeah.
Christopher Miller, you said, right?
No, I said
He said like Oregon
Uziel.
Trail.
And Liam Neeson.
Liam Neeson's in it?
Yeah, they said
Shit,
that what they know
why
so
not?
far is it's going to be released June 14th, 2019.
I was already
Chris
in.
Hemsworth, Tessa Thompson, Liam Neeson, and the director is F. Gary Gray.
I don't know who that is.
Neither do I.
But I did know, I should have remembered that because it was apparent the Ragnarok
Yeah,
people
it's
again.
Tessa Thompson. So.
Yeah, Dace, way to let down the entire show.
My bad. I don't remember names. And Tessa?
I just tried. So this is just right now they're the only two that escape Krypton, but who said there's not gonna be like a third cousin uncle that comes out of the woodwork and they're like, oh, it's
of them.
Sci-fi's got a grandfather
uncle.
of Superman, or yeah, the grandfather of Superman show.
or
What
you know the whole
Whole planet left.
or the whole gender specific
They-
stuff. Like no, I want super thing.
Well, I thought Brainiac had like a city
The thing was
from
cast though.
Krypton.
I
Yeah,
In
it's
the
the
comics,
wrong
I think he's
person.
got
I
like
didn't read
a.
comics.
I don't follow DC enough.
The only DC insight I
This is
have
when
is
he
watching Justice League as kids.
The
As a
thing
kid.
was cast though.
That's it.
In the
What?
Addams family.
Yeah, but he wasn't super thing
It was.
or super.
Clearly he was.
Wasn't super.
Did you see
We're
all that
not
hair?
sure.
What are
Did
you
you
talking
see all that hair?
Talking about thing.
Oh, I thought that was the thing. What? I thought that was the thing, or is the thing the hand?
Thing was
That-
the hand, wasn't it?
No.
Didn't they actually call it the thing?
Well, what was the,
I
what's
could-
the name of the thing?
I don't know. I'm looking at
The
Gibby and
thing
agreeing
is
with
in
him.
the
Why am I
Fantastic
agreeing with
No,
him?
the hand. He's talking about the hand.
No, there's a thing inside
Oh,
Addams.
it might
I
be
thought
thing.
it.
It might be thing.
I thought it was always the haired one.
No,
No,
that's
that was cousin
cousin
Ed.
Ed.
Yeah.
Fuck me. Damn it!
I don't know.
All right.
I tried.
You tried.
I don't know shit.
I foolishly agreed with you too. I'm like, yeah, what Gibby's talking about's got to be right.
More DC news. Margot Robbie's Birds of Prey villain unmasked as Batman foe Black Mask. Time Wrap is reporting that Margot Robbie's upcoming superhero movie, Birds of Prey, will introduce the villain Black Mask to the big screen.
Gibby needs a timeout.
Did she say this is Batman?
This is
No,
the
it's Margot Robbie. It's Harley Quinn's
the Harley
movie.
Quinn spin-off.
Oh, okay.
But
I was
Black
gonna
Mask
say,
is a foe of Batman.
But the Dark Knight is black, and then you put another black thing. Is there a lot of black on the screen?
It's their version of the Red Skull.
What are you trying to say there, Gibby?
It's gonna be red dark.
That's what Gotham is.
Just seems odd to me.
But apparently he is the villain.
I want the Joker back.
I
I want the Joker back.
Thing is the hand. Just
It is
for
the hand.
clarification,
Damn
just
it.
so we can.
All right.
Well, the
close
Joker
that.
is coming back. Apparently,
Who they cast for that? Because he's gonna fail
wasn't it
miserably.
Joaquin Phoenix?
He's gonna fail miserably.
No, there's still Jared Leto's still in their
No,
universe.
they're doing another one
They're
too.
doing a separate Joker movie with Joaquin Phoenix, but with anything that has to do with what they've already done, like the Suicide Squad and Margaret.
That's
That's
still
still Jared Leto.
yep. But then they're doing a complete separate one with Joaquin Phoenix, and Mark Maron is
Jesus fucking
rumored to
Christ.
audition.
Can we stop with
DC doesn't know what they're doing.
Yeah, can I get a chart or
DC
something like of which
DC
universe is what? And
Holy shit!
This has been DC's problem from the get-go, and I've said it all the time: is DC doesn't have any continuity.
Nope.
That's their problem. That's why they keep failing. They just keep pumping money into things and restarting it, and that's why they're not getting people to follow them.
Yeah, they don't
Because
have like a big arc and map that Marvel does.
At least with Marvel, when they did the stuff with Netflix, they still mentioned the cinematic part. They didn't include them, but they still mentioned it, so the continuity was still there. It wasn't a separate universe.
They might be in the cinematic universe. You don't know.
No,
well, there's still
but
set of
what
rules
I'm saying is they're
they have to abide
separate.
by.
The problem is like the fact that they might have 2 different people playing the Joker, and how they have 3 different people playing Supergirl, and 6 different people playing the Flash. Like they don't have any continuity. They have too many people out there playing the same role.
Like Daredevil season 3 is not gonna have Thanos shut the fuck up and be
He
not
should.
Josh Brolin.
No, he should.
There's a set of rules in the Marvel universe that's not allowed to.
But that's what I'm
The
saying.
bad guy that he's versing all of a sudden goes in the dust.
But that's what I'm saying is
It
DC's.
could happen.
It's been
I
DC's
watched Luke
problem.
Cage season 2. It didn't happen.
DC's problem from the
What a
beginning is that
pussy.
they just keep piling shit on top of each other and not trying to continue anything.
And do you still follow Agents of Shield?
Well, I watched the
They
last
took
season.
it up moments before the snap and ended the season.
Did you see
Oh, I
Ant-Man
didn't
and
realize.
Wasp?
I didn't
Well,
realize.
that's still part of the movie.
I
so
didn't
we're talking about
realize
the
that's
shows.
where that ended.
Did you see Ant-Man and Wasp? Because
Interesting.
that really fucks your life
How
up.
do you know that's where it ended?
Because there's a distress call in the middle of one of the last 2 episodes of Thanos actually reaching Earth, where like the whole incident with Stark in New York is the distress call, and then moments before they drop Coulson off at Tahiti.
Spoilers. The whole incident where.
Stark attaches himself to Ebony Maw's ship.
Yeah, but that is.
That's where
See,
that's the only
days,
mention.
That's days before.
See, no, that's
It's not the same day.
the timelines aren't adding up. If you actually,
There's
he's right.
no way, because they travel for 90% of the movies to the goddamn planet.
Time is relative.
Well, I guess you're right.
Hyperspace?
Technically.
No, but he's no.
That argument worked?
He is right.
Yes.
But that's what doesn't make sense about the after credit scenes. The after credit scene, the timeline doesn't add up either.
For who? Scott?
For Infinity Wars. If you think about that after credit scene in Infinity Wars, they talk about something landing in New York.
Yes, that dialogue's off.
Yeah. So, but what I'm
Unless
saying.
she just got fed the report late.
No, it was because it showed up in the sky
Should have
there
been across
too.
my desk yesterday. What
Remember?
the hell?
No,
That's
it
what.
was a helicopter that crashed into this.
Paperwork takes a while. man.
Oh, okay. But I mean, they were still saying like they just got a report of something. So that's what I'm saying. Maybe
Like I
he's.
think the dialogue was along the lines of Stark still missing, and then we just had something enter the atmosphere in Wakanda, and that's kind of where like if that was the timing, the snap didn't happen that quick after
But
Kobe's
that's
mother says that.
no. I think it was even further than that. Like I think they really jacked it up.
I think they were a little early.
Yeah.
Unless again
say
she got fed the information late because Shield's not a thing.
All right, well, we'll
Could be.
bust out a timeline. We'll
But,
map it out. We're good.
Yeah.
But I mean,
I think there's more time in between. But I do think that the
Maybe an
next
hour.
one is going to pick up after the movie, or it might be during the snap, like right after the snap.
The
But
next
I-
one's got
yeah.
a lot of time jumping.
I-
based on
which
series.
next season or the
But-
next?
Next Avengers movie.
Well, the other thing is,
Well,
you have to think about.
Is Shield coming back or no? 'Cause I know they're
After
talking.
Avengers 4. It'll be the summer of next year.
But then that's just been the last season, though, right?
I don't know what they said if
like
it was last.
I like it, but they keep
It might be
threatening.
Coulson's last.
They
Yeah.
keep threatening that they don't want to do it anymore because
Because
it's not working.
they implied heavily this season that Coulson's dead.
Well, they
Dead.
and then the other
Yeah,
thing
they
is
did. They were saying stuff, yeah.
they ripped open that wound back up when you saw Ant-Man and Wasp.
Mhm.
That was majorly fucked up.
So anyway, we're really.
I got one more story.
All right, go ahead.
So Jon Favreau, of Iron Man fame, Star Wars series has hit a $100 million budget. So the actor and director
Yeah, but he does
Jon Favreau.
good.
No, I agree. He's currently hard at work producing the live Star Wars action film that's going to come to the new direct-to-consumer streaming service that Disney's going to offer
I don't think it's
at a
ever,
pace that's
ever
going to be
pay off.
$10 million an episode.
It's never gonna pay off.
I don't know. He does really good
Unless
work.
They'll make it out.
Doesn't
They'll make it
fucking
elsewhere. They'll
matter.
make it elsewhere.
That might be
Never
what they're
gonna
doing.
pay off.
Yeah.
They can make it elsewhere. They got money everywhere now. Who knows?
They can make it elsewhere, but that's
Yeah,
not
but
what the
this
mouse is.
no,
The
but
mouse
this, no,
wants money.
Exactly, Gibby. So, but this is Disney we're talking about.
So-
They're not going to put money into something if they don't have the research behind it.
The most expensive shows in TV history with a budget between 8 and 8.5 million per episode was Star Trek Discovery.
Ooh.
And they
Oh!
renewed
Again.
that for season 2, so
Yeah, but see, the problem is that one had the same fucking
I'm sorry.
the same problem
You're
that
wrong.
Star Wars had, where there wasn't anything fucking new for fucking eons.
Yes, but here's where
So they came out with a new one. I think the real test on that is whether or not they say subscribe for the second season.
But here's my thing for what I'm with what that's going on with that. The same reason that Star Trek Discovery got enough viewers is because there's the cult following that's already there. People are strictly going to wait. People are already going to watch it because it's Star Wars. So they know they're already going to get enough viewers to begin with because people are just going to stick with it for the strict fact that it is Star Wars.
Yeah.
Disney knows what they're doing. They may not make the money back just from viewing alone, but they'll pump out the merchandise. They'll do other shit. There'll be other things that you can do and pay for. Well, they'll make it up in the long run.
Yeah.
Disney's not going to make something if they don't think they can make the money back in a different way.
Wouldn't doubt it, their dads too.
I think Discovery's going to have it. Like I said, I think the true test is not Discovery's first season because I think it was destined
I'm just trying to entertain
there
myself.
hasn't been a new one in fucking eons. It was destined to succeed. It was sort of like Star Wars Episode 7. It was destined to. It didn't matter if you gave us a pile of shit.
But that's
everyone and their mother was gonna
think
see
about
it.
this one.
Everyone and their mother was
You've
gonna
already
see
got
it.
Jon Favreau, who has the reputation that he has. You've already got the fans who want something different and want something better, right?
Yeah.
So why wouldn't it do good, at least in the first season, just for the simple fact that they want to see where he can take this and see if it's worth their time?
I don't think he's arguing the first season. I think he's arguing the second season.
I'm not like I could say that Discovery might be a great thing. It might fucking get billions of.
That's if you ever watch it.
Yeah.
Billions
Did
of
you watch
viewers. No, I can't. My problem is I can't like.
Your argument's falling apart if
but-
you didn't see it.
Yeah, I know, but what I'm trying to say is like, it might could be the best thing ever, but there's because of that pay thing, I can see people dropping out really, really fast.
Well, CBS is pretty confident
You
they
have-
might greenlit another series.
You have one. Well, that one's.
That's pretty. That's a ballsy move if it's not doing well.
Just
That
because-
one I will subscribe to.
But you
That
have to,
one doesn't matter.
Yeah, but you have to remember,
That
there
one
is the
doesn't
simple
matter.
fact of the cult following that will always
That one
get them
doesn't
their
matter.
baseline. Like, there will always be their base that they're going to have because
Well,
of the people who
They
just do
were
it because
smart.
it's that.
Bringing Picard back is fucking irrelevant. I will subscribe just because Picard.
Disney's kind of a different.
Fuck
But
you.
do you get what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
Disney's kind of a different playing field too because it's not just Star Wars. It's going to be Marvel and all their animated shit. It's their and 20th century
just
Fox.
with this, but with this this show alone, what I'm saying is that people are going there. You have that mass amount of people who are just going to watch it and follow just because it's Star Wars.
Oh.
I understand, but my thing is and the Discovery is, I think, a prime example. You can't judge by the first year.
Yeah.
So the second year is going to be kind of telling because if they don't keep growing, they're going to run into a problem. And then all that all that has to happen is Discovery has one bad season, and then people won't subscribe for the next year.
But Picard, they're doubling down.
I'm fucked with that one. Even if
They
that's-
looked the consumer in
even
the
if
face and
that's
said,
shitty.
"All in."
Even if that's shitty, I'll probably still watch it.
See?
But that's what I'm saying.
But you're bringing the next generation. You're bringing him in. Like all they gotta do is that they bring Riker. Oh my god.
But here's what I'm saying.
They bring fucking Riker
Disney,
back.
listen, Disney
I'll fall out of my
knows-
fucking chair.
Disney knows deep down that everyone's going to watch this first season just because it's Star Wars. So what they're probably going to do is pull you in and have something that's going to make you have to sit into second season. Whether it's a small thing or a big thing and it only lasts for an episode or two, it doesn't matter. They know they're going to be able to hook you in.
I understand what you're saying,
Well, I mean,
but it's whether or not the quality, in my opinion, with that business model, the quality has to stay high.
Not
Because if you have
necessarily.
one bad season, people will just start opting out.
Not unless that you get that next season, because the word of mouth is more powerful than anything else.
I think their archive library is so deep that there's a good chance it just lives off of that.
Episode 8 is
That's
a
fine.
fucking prime example of word of mouth. That shit
But you're
sucked. No
sticking
one
on
watched
People
it.
Star
still
Wars.
went.
Yeah.
People
This is
still
new.
saw it.
I understand what you're saying, but to me, Discovery is a prime example that we need to see what happens in the second season. The first season, it was destined to succeed. There was no...
But you're sitting there saying that the first season of this, because of how much money they're spending, is not worth it, and I'm sitting here telling you that it's
No,
going
I'm not
to
saying
be.
it's not worth it for the first season, but then the
I stopped
problem
listening.
No,
is
you're
the
saying
longevity of
The
it doesn't
business
make
model's
sense.
not going to make it if it
Yeah.
keep going 100 million per season,
It's-
which will only increase over time because of.
Yeah, because you have to give
It depends
actors
on the
pay
storyline they
raises.
give Favreau,
You're gonna
though.
have to make it more and more interesting. Like you're just gonna keep going. You're setting yourself up for fucking disaster.
Unless you don't know what the storyline's going to be, though. The storyline could be better than what they're producing with the movies, and it could be great, and this will be where they make their money.
I think the only reason that streaming service won't die is because once they go live and they start lining their ducks in a row, Netflix will be weakened because they won't. It all have to be original. They won't have any of the 20th Century Fox or Disney libraries to pull from. That's a third of the market.
Yeah, but they already are building up their original stuff.
If they can
it's really good.
Well, we were talking about before the show. Disney doesn't own the streaming rights to Star Wars, the movies, right now.
Yeah,
they had TNT and Netflix. They signed a contract in 2016 that says you can have these till 2024.
So if you look at Netflix, Netflix has all the new movies, but they don't have any of the older movies. And TNT constantly puts the fucking Star Wars.
Every week has a marathon.
Pretty much
Here's
every
my
week.
thing, though.
Yeah.
I could also see that route, because you said 2024, right?
Yeah.
So we've got, what, 5 years before it's theirs again?
It's going to die.
Pretty
Yeah.
much. Well, they're trying to put deals in to get it back
here's
early.
what I'm saying. If that's the case, I could see Disney seeing it more beneficial in the long run to buy out Netflix.
No.
Well, they have Hulu.
Absolutely not.
But
Absolutely.
then you get rid of
way too much money to buy out
You'd be
Netflix.
surprised though, because Disney's
They
got
just buy it to close it.
Yeah.
They
Get the
wouldn't
fuck
close
out of
it.
here.
Pretty much what
No,
you
they
do
wouldn't
at that point.
no.
They
I don't
take
think
the rights back, close that streaming site.
I don't think they
have
would
one.
because
Or they
Netflix
have
has
two.
so many originals that are really successful. I don't think they would.
I agree. But I mean, like
But
5
do
of
you
them are Marvel.
But do you,
That
I was gonna
maybe,
say,
but do you see
yeah.
what I'm saying though? Like Disney,
No, I know.
I could see in the long run if
lot.
if Disney can't stream their own shit for 5 more years, they might find it more beneficial in the long run to blow the money, buy out Netflix, and win it back in the long run.
I think their library is going to be so deep though from this 20th Century Fox buy.
That you just won't miss it.
I mean, if you look at the movies, essentially it's either 20th Century Fox, Disney, Warner, Buena Vista, or whatever the fuck it is, or Universal. They don't have Universal. That's the only thing they don't have.
But
And Universal doesn't really make great stuff.
But you know that I mean, it's clear that Netflix knows they're going to have to start banking on their originals because they've been pumping out more originals now more than ever.
Original sans Disney because they lose 5 of them. Well, I don't know if they'll lose the 5 Marvel, but they just. I doubt Marvel's going to say, let's keep putting more on there.
Who has the lion? Who has that thing that has the lion?
MGM?
Yeah. Is that Fox?
No. I think they might be standalone. No, Stargate's not a part of it.
I want to watch Stargate so
But you never
fucking
know.
bad. But it's not on fucking Netflix. But they have the fucking
Have you
movies on
tried
Netflix.
Amazon?
But they, yeah, they,
It could come.
they do if I want to pay for it. But I don't want to pay for it.
Do you have Prime?
Yes, but there's just because you have Prime doesn't mean you get everything for free.
No, but I meant there's a lot of shit in there. It's not
Yeah.
Prime.
No, it's not. You
Well,
have to
then
pay
you're
for it.
fucked.
In 2 years, it could be on Netflix. Because again, it's going to that 20th Century Fox thing really depletes those.
Because I only watched up
libraries.
to season 8
Yeah,
or 9.
but it also depends on
and
how
there's
long
11.
Netflix has those movies contracted for to begin with.
That's true. But I mean, like, if they're coming up on it, because they change things out every month. So
They
obviously
do.
It's a month-to-month basis, or whatever the hell it is.
But
I don't get that, by the way.
my thing is,
Why would you take things away from a fucking streaming service?
if it's not being
They
watched
probably only
enough,
say, I want
Who
this
the
for
hell
6
cares?
months.
hey, they only have a certain amount of space.
They
that
probably
can
only
use.
license it for X amount of
Yeah.
months.
Well, that would make more sense in
Yeah,
space.
you don't want to pay for something nobody's watching when you can use that money
Yeah,
elsewhere.
for something else.
So instead of renewing your contract to the rights, you go, no, take that off.
And
We-
anyway,
we spend
I
money on
don't.
that
I was just
anymore.
kind of curious how much Netflix is worth.
I don't. The Disney streaming thing's not going to fail. Kids. All the kids programming out there,
Yeah,
parents will buy that just to shut their fucking kids up.
Yeah.
And just say, sit in front of that. Because Netflix,
Huh.
it's
I
on
just-
all the time whenever the fucking kids are
Guys, I just got a perfect reason why I have to buy that streaming service.
just shut your kid up and put it in front of the fucking TV. That's what they do.
not
Or
for
they put it
Star
on their
Wars.
tablet.
It's not for Star Wars, I swear.
No, the parents
the
just benefit
kids.
from
It's
all
for the
that stuff coming
kids.
along. Because you're going to get Predator, you're going to get Avatar, you're going to get The Simpsons.
No, Avatar.
It's Fox.
No, Avatar has Netflix owns those. Netflix owns or not Netflix. Amazon owned the rights to all Nickelodeon streaming.
Not that Avatar.
Oh, I
Not
thought
the
you were
shitty
talking
Avatar
well, no,
movie.
you were
Blue
talking
people.
about you were talking
Blue
about
people.
shows. So I thought you meant the show.
But I mean, they're going to get like The Simpsons, Family Guy, King of the Hill. Like they get all of that. Not to mention all the FX stuff. You get Archer, you get It's Always Sunny. It's now all exclusive.
Well, I think FX has their own streaming service that's free.
But Disney might just
Yeah.
put it into one and then say, you know what? Fuck all you. You own the world.
You were talking about shows, so I thought you meant Avatar the show, because I don't know what they're a part of, and I know that they have.
They're Nick.
Yeah, I don't know what Nick. I don't know.
Nick's
who,
Universal.
That's what I was gonna say. So then that makes sense because Amazon bought out the exclusive rights to Nickelodeon streaming services. Because Avatar was on Netflix for a really long time, and then it got bought out by Amazon, so you can only watch it on there now. Just like Amazon also bought out BBC subscriptions or streaming.
I can see that. I think they're partnered with Universal. BBC.
Well, BBC. Well, originally I like Doctor Who. I used to watch Doctor Who on Netflix, and now I had to switch to Amazon.
So, just as an FYI, Netflix is worth more than Disney. So, shut the fuck up.
Worth more than Disney?
On the stock exchange.
Yeah,
compared to
Oh,
shares.
so the shares are more?
The shares are worth
So,
more.
yeah.
But that doesn't mean.
Did just buy 20th Century Fox.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
They blew a bunch
this is
of
all
money.
released before that, so that it's going to definitely increase because of that. So obviously the mouse is going
But
up.
the shares, the shares might be worth more, but Disney definitely has more money.
You know what the crazy thing is? I was reading about that has nothing to do with their streaming service. Bob Iger's out next December. The guy who orchestrated the Marvel deal, the Lucas deal, and the 20th Century Fox deal is leaving in 2019.
Just leaving? Like,
He
I'm
announced,
done.
He announced last year he's retiring in December of 2019. That's his end date.
Oh,
Well,
so
he
he's
probably put a nice
retiring.
cut into himself on a lot of things, too.
Yeah, he probably was like, here, I'm going to do all this shit for you, and you can figure it out from here.
I just thought it was crazy. It's like you just got all this shit to come in, and now you're back.
Yeah, but I guarantee you he's got a shit ton of stock in the company. So
That's why he just built his.
I built my empire. I'm gonna go.
And he's
sit
Dude,
down.
he
He's
didn't just build
retiring
his
on top.
empire. He just
Like, can't
set
top
his
that.
family up for the next 400 years.
Until the next guy comes in and goes, you know what? I want to buy something shitty. Anyway, it's time for gaming news with Gibby.
Boy, that escalated quickly.
Overwatch.
Jizzard. I was gonna mute you again. I don't know why. I just had the urge.
Guys,
Might have been your voice.
some of you guys may have known, but the Overwatch Grand Finals happened.
Did Philly win?
No.
No.
Woo!
Well, then who cares?
Yeah,
I
no
know,
parade,
it's
no
kinda
free beer.
Sucks, unfortunately.
Or no
London
free-
won.
I didn't think that
Fucking
was going to happen
London.
regardless.
Or free mosh.
Oi! You sound like you're from London.
So they
South
won, the bastards.
Hello,
beat up
governor.
Bastards. Kind of interesting how the two worst teams in the league came out on top. Just
Are they? Well, then they're not the worst teams. in the league.
Collusion?
It's not how you don't
Skynet?
get to
Yes.
win by the worst.
Skynet?
did anyone besides me watch it?
No,
No. So
Che-
maybe you should just
Cheever,
move on to the
Bumpod,
next story.
No,
London destroyed them.
we didn't watch last time he asked. We didn't watch this time.
I flipped the channel.
Yeah, I was going to say, Bumpandre's not here. He doesn't have to trade Pokemon with me.
Next.
I don't know. I thought it was interesting.
Nope. Still on it. Yeah.
Fuck you.
So
Philadelphia
next story.
versus
I think
London.
I think
World
we,
War II again.
I think we could do better as commentators. To be honest.
No.
That's all I'm gonna say.
You think we could do better than them?
Yeah.
Is that what you said?
Yeah, they're not.
Come on,
We,
let's play.
we can be. Let's do it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck it. In this, what are we doing?
I'm a little shocked at.
Is it console?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which console?
No.
No. It's actually
No,
on
it's
on
PC.
We can
Mount.
play with the controller.
But it's you can
No,
the same
when
as
you do it,
console,
when you do
but
it in the
it
league,
does.
you
No,
have to
I'm
use
just
the
saying
computers.
commentating, not
Oh,
like we're
suddenly
just
now
sitting
you're
there-
Oh, you want to?
competition
Oh,
expert.
absolutely.
Yeah.
That's why I turned it off. They were so fucking boring and stale.
Yeah, they were.
Granted, they can't curse.
I will.
so-
I will tell you this.
As you just
The first time I
said
watched
6
it,
months.
I didn't think they were that bad until he mentioned that he thought they were bad, and, then I actually listened to him and was like, "Wow, this is actually pretty bad."
It was like a
I-
non-stop excitement in their voices, but emotion on their face showed nothing.
Well, they're British.
No, the announcers were American.
Oh, okay.
Well,
It's like,
one of-
we go, Philadelphia versus London. Oh no! It's like your mouth isn't moving. Like you're not really showing excitement with your face.
It was a little weird. It was, and
All
I
right.
didn't realize it until
So
you said it.
the
and
announcers
I
were
was
shitty. Philly lost. Get on to the Pokemon stories.
Well, he's talking about the announcements.
I'm just happy to be here.
Totally do better.
Yeah, we could. I think we easily
we?
could do better.
Well, you guys could do like the booth stuff. Just give me a mic and send me out into the crowd.
So you want to be that Amy Wong girl or whatever it was?
Yeah.
I mean, it might get racist if I do it, but let's try it.
And I also
Yeah.
like
And that's
how,
why I'd be there to stop you.
Yeah.
No.
I also like how.
Just don't call me Amy Wong.
Yeah.
Okay, Amy.
So I actually liked how the.
Is she a comedian?
So my guess is that,
It's Ali Wong.
which I thought was kind of interesting, that I guess the people could actually, the players could actually hear the commentators.
You suck! You suck!
Oh, that was a dumb move by.
Hello, governor!
Yeah, because which I thought was kind of interesting because I
I
thought
would've done that.
it would have gave the
Maybe that's why
players
they're bored.
an advantage because they were saying like, oh my god, they have all their ultimates.
Oh.
See, I wouldn't have said that. Oh, they're shiny!
Yeah, exactly. Like, oh my god.
Would have just been like, that was a dumb
Throw
move by
an ul-
London.
Look,
What the
they're
fuck?
shiny. Throw an ultra
Why is
ball.
he on fire?
Yeah.
Run, dude!
So it's kind of interesting.
I thought they weren't supposed to be able to. That was the whole
but they
point.
weren't in booths. I didn't realize it
Small
until
venue.
the second time because we also bitched
Oh.
about how I said they were in
definitely
booths
would have heard me.
because I said they're in like soundproof booths and then he said no and I was like I don't know and then when I watched the finals they're not. They're
And the crowd's
clearly
there
not.
too,
The
right?
crowd's literally right on top of them. I couldn't actually believe how close the crowd was.
3, my lord!
Because originally I was just really watching
Strike
the game.
reference.
I was really just watching the game, not actually watching the bottom portion, which is like where the people were in the game. And I was like, oh my god, this is actually a lot different than what I thought it was.
This is kicking in.
Yeah.
You
Anyway.
can tell.
Anyway.
Next.
We're still sticking with Blizzard, by the way.
This is not Pokemon.
Esports is on the cusp of revolution, with people empowered to watch their favorite games play at the highest level through services such as Twitch and YouTube. More players than ever before are turning to viewing competitive gaming as a form of entertainment. For the most part, video game tournaments have catered to niche audiences with an interest in specific games or genres. However, the success of Overwatch among a much broader audience has given developers
A little bit of a bulk.
and publisher Activision Blizzard an opportunity to shine a brighter spotlight
like a diamond.
on esports with
I was gonna
Overwatch
lift your shirt up and
League.
put it on your back.
I mean, you didn't really say anything we didn't know.
Blizzard's ambition to rival traditional sports when it comes to how Overwatch League is presented and foster deep
Boring
connections to
numbers.
teams and players by creating city-based teams. This, along with an ambiguous marketing drive,
Holy
as
shit.
well as high-profile investment, would give its league the greatest
Gibby, have
chance
you been doing
at
your
success.
studying?
I'd be pretty ambiguous if they need me to be.
Yeah.
Hey.
How long till Joe Buck gets into announcing for gaming?
I'm out.
Joe Buck shouldn't even be announcing for football, so
Especially
I'm
baseball.
gonna start a campaign.
fucking hate him.
So
Put
there
that
you
Twitter
go.
account to good
So they're
use.
going to be expanding.
We can, we'll start one in Atlantic City. We'll make them come to our home turf. Bet you don't make it in the
Do
casino.
we really want people to get AIDS, though?
Exactly, then we
Yeah,
win.
we do. Double A's. Buy the shirt.
Yeah.
Like
You're
that.
welcome.
Marketing.
I'm guessing it's a Spider-Man story.
Not necessarily.
As we approach the release of Insomniac's
Sounds so
Spider-Man game, it became clear the game nails the big things for a lot of fans. Getting the feel of Spider-Man right. The most important concern, we now
Is for
know
VR.
that traversing New York City. Is that really where he's from?
Yes.
Oh, I'm in trouble.
You watch Dear White People, but you didn't know Spider-Man's from New York?
I thought he was Boston. For
They
some
did like
reason.
postpone
I
the
don't
first
know
movie
why.
because of the Twin Tower thing.
Yeah.
You don't remember that whole thing?
Mm-mm.
Because he was supposed to set up a web between the towers, but then like crashed, and they're like, "Oh, we can't really do that now."
Guys! Where do I put it? Too soon? Too soon.
Too soon. Indeed feels fantastic with smooth, satisfying web swinging
Smooth,
and
satisfying
parkour
web.
that effortlessly carries Spidey from one corner of the concrete jungle to another. Combat 2 is easy to pick up, yet complex enough to reward experimentation and encourage customization. Taking on the role of Spider-Man feels so good that it's very easy to overlook other playable characters.
Was this article written by somebody who used to write porn? This is a very dirty sounding explanation of everything that's going on there, like smooth,
Explore-
soft, silky web
Exploration,
that he just splatters
experimentation.
everywhere on her face.
Though you spend most of your time playing as Spider-Man, and the plain clothes version of Peter Parker. Some
Why'd you put it in
missions-
quotes?
Because he can be
Yeah.
naked,
Could be, you never know.
plain clothed or naked,
Some missions star
dangling.
his on-again, off-again girlfriend, Mary Jane.
Boom chakalaka. See, told you it's porno. You're just getting to the part now. It's fine.
She understandably hasn't been the focus of the pre-release hype when I had a chance to play
Because they were doing one
several
scene.
Why?
hours
Yeah, I
of
was gonna
Spider-Man
say.
recently. What? Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Well, is this Spider-Man with Tom Holland, or is it just a spray? Like, what are they trying to play off?
This is just Spider-Man.
Nothing. Okay, well, okay, because
It's their version of Arkham Asylum.
The last game was Gwen Stacy. The last game they didn't have Mary Jane because the last series focused on Gwen Stacy, so that makes sense.
In this game, you get a fucking both.
I am shocked though that you don't get to.
Yeah, I guess.
I'm shocked that you're
so
not.
lost.
Gwen Stacy's at least a superhero currently. She's Gwenpool.
Spider Gwen.
What a cool name.
She gets like 6 comics now because me too.
Yeah, I believe. Last I heard, she was Spider Gwen.
Oh.
I think I could be wrong.
Such a cool name too. It's like they wanted it to fail. Okay, we gotta do this. How do we make it suck so we can stop? Call her Spider Gwen. Yep, that'll do it.
Is it written my butt head?
Oh God, there we go. Community Day.
Thank
Pokemon
God.
Go.
Whoa. Pokemon Go.
It was yesterday. You're beat.
No, it wasn't.
It's 11 to 12.
It's this weekend.
This weekend coming up.
Yeah, we're busy.
True.
You're Pete.
Ninak has revealed special.
Are you good?
No.
I'm so Spider-Man.
Despite being held across 2 days, August event will still only run for 3 hours each day. During that period, Eevee will appear much more frequently.
But it's called Community
shit ton
Day.
of him.
Her.
Or her.
It. Don't assume it's gender.
Yeah, exactly.
I think Eevee assumes it's gender.
During that period,
how do they get more
much
Eevees?
more frequently
Yeah,
in the
she's
wild.
only Spider Gwen.
Jurassic Park. Female dinosaurs still found a way. Jeff Goldblum.
And each one you capture will know last
Takedown.
resort.
Oh shit, yeah.
This
An
is my
attack
last
it normally
resort.
isn't able to learn. You will also be able to have a chance of encountering a shiny Eevee. for the
That's
first time.
not confirmed. Is that the Niantic release or no?
I don't know. It's a release.
No,
It's just
dummy. Who's the page
a
from?
release.
No, that's not confirmed.
You've been
Future
beat.
Gamer is the one that's been saying there's going to be shinies, but they're saying that.
Oh, fake
but
news.
It's not proved. Niantic didn't say anything about it showing up as shiny yet.
Fake news.
And then
We'll see what happens.
there's also rumors of them releasing Gleafion and Glaceon and Leafeon,
The fuck are those?
the other Eevee evolutions.
There's only 3.
Fake ones. Yeah.
There's rumors that each day
Fake.
they're gonna release one day is Glaceon, one day is Leafeon, and then they'll all be released as shiny, but there's no proof. And people have apparently hacked and mined the data for Pokemon Go all the time, and those two haven't shown up yet. So I don't think the shiny is real news either.
Oh, that tells us the time.
Yeah.
Right, North America.
Fake
We can't do it.
It's 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. Eastern.
Is this Sunday?
Yeah, Saturday and Sunday.
Saturday and Sunday.
We'll be in the championship game. We can't be there.
No, we won't. We're not gonna make it past the first one.
You have little faith.
Yeah, you're damn straight.
Yeah, you ain't kidding.
You're expecting them all to show up.
Love it.
That's what I'm saying. We're not even
Like,
making.
yep, we've only played you, and we know that guy hasn't been there.
So what? How can we prove that though?
Easy. We've only played you, and we know that guy hasn't been there.
So basically, you're hoping we win on a technicality.
Every
Fight
technicality.
for technicality.
Exactly.
I don't care to have the season, but playoffs.
Yeah. No, but
We'll
yeah,
make
there's
it.
no proof that the shinies are gonna be legit.
Fake news.
It's rumors in this.
Yeah.
Site
We got
Future
it. It's fake.
Gamer said it, but
Yeah. Down, girl.
we'll see.
We got you. Down, girl. Down.
There's a special training event.
Oh God, even more.
When? Isn't it going on right now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The event runs from
The Stardust is less.
now to August 19th. On August 20th, during that time, trades with friends, even those who only recently added, will cost 25% less Stardust.
Oh God, the savings.
For some of them, it's actually good because it can cost you up to 400,000 Stardust for a
Could be
trade.
$1 million if you're not really good friends with them.
Yeah, I'm forcing him to trade with me tonight. It'll cost me 40,000.
Don't do it.
Right.
I won't give you the Spinda then.
The who?
That had to be a rape.
It hurt me, and I'm not. Yeah.
Yeah.
even
Now we have this
headphones.
Spinda thing that she was just talking about. which
I have
can't-
2 of 'em.
I can't seem to get because
I
that
have 2 of
fucker
'em.
doesn't like me.
Can I open it?
I've done it. I've gone to that fucking place 3 times.
No,
gonna
it
go to a
changes
place?
every day.
You're lying to me.
It changes every day.
She's lying to me. So that's the problem.
So
She
the
lies.
Spinda quest, so the only way to get Spinda is through the quest where you have to make 3 curveballs in a row. But the Pokestops research, the research that's available at each Pokestop changes every day.
Yeah, I don't get the right researches, guys. I suck at this game.
I'm in the Discord chat and they tell us where to find them.
And fuck you all.
But Spinda apparently does have 8 different variations and people have really only seen 2 of them.
Exactly what she said.
Are you gonna take it if it's not a gym?
I'm really debating. Anyway, Valve's new game, Artifacts, finally has release date. Dice.
London's wearing off on you, huh?
That's right. The digital card
Either
game
way.
launches for PC on November 28th
There's
and
nothing here.
will be available for
No.
mobile at a later date. Artifact is conceptually based on Dota 2,
Oh boy.
another
Of
game by
course.
Valve. Artifact has players facing off against one another on 3 separate game boards. Like the
So they stole
three
that
lanes-
concept from War Games, WCW, 3 different rings.
No, like the 3 lanes of Dota 2, but okay.
They stole it from War Games.
Yeah.
3 wrestling rings. All hell, caged in.
This happened.
War Games. This
What?
happened in the 80s.
Oh, okay, you might want to.
Bitch.
They didn't have that shit on Atari.
Like the 3 lanes, a victory is given to whoever successfully navigates to their opponent's side and either destroys 2 out of the 3 enemy towers, or defeats the ancient that appears after 1 tower is destroyed.
Cool though, dude.
I'd play it if it's free.
Would you stream it?
I would definitely stream it without a doubt. A card game? Hell yeah.
Isn't Dota free?
Yes.
What is that?
Oh, it costs $20.
Oh,
Fuck you.
he's out.
You gotta make money somehow if Dota's free.
I'd pay the $20.
What does Dota
for
stand for again?
Dumb, open, time-wasting assholes.
So what does it actually
Time-wasting
stand
is one
for?
word.
Defense of the
Hyphen.
Hyphen, yeah.
I've got
2.
Double hyphen.
But I like his answer.
Oh, wait, you know it's legit.
Tekken 7.
Yes!
There's a guy with a baseball bat out here. Is that that one? Or is it Street Fighter?
The Walking Dead.
Yeah, there you go.
Negan! It's Negan! One word you have to know the entire time we're doing this show and you can't get it.
Neil.
Who brutalizes people with a barbed wire baseball bat named Lucille is coming to Tekken 7 as a playable character.
They should just make Lucille a separate character.
Yes.
Then Negan just kind of stands there like, oh shit.
I can't actually fight. Shit!
This was announced today at the Fighting
Lucille?
Game
The bat.
Tournament.
I thought so.
Evo in Las Vegas. Negan is coming to Tekken 7 as
Negan?
part of Season 2 content.
Getting really close to a bad word.
Dan Help's not here.
Damn. This will also include the return of character
Lee?
Anna Williams and
Lee.
Lee Wong.
They were both from like the 3rd one.
Is that related to Amy Wong and Eiley Wong or whatever, Ashley Wong, all the
Yep.
Wongs?
You can see the Season 2 pass on YouTube.
Oh, we lost a
So-
viewer.
There you go.
Well, 2. It was up to 3.
I
Yeah,
was
well, I
one
saw
of
that.
them.
But were you the second one we lost there then?
I don't know. I was one of them though.
H1Z1 has officially left open
Is that the
beta
bird
Isn't
flu?
that the swine flu?
That one.
and launched on the PlayStation 4 as a free-to-play game.
He just blew straight off.
Daybreaker
Happens a
game
lot.
announced the update, which converts the early access version to an official release, making the launch bundles and a season pass available, as well as new vehicles to roll out.
Is that like a shitty zombie PUBG?
Zombie puppy.
Just say yep.
Yes.
Thank you.
Well, you're not
I
really,
can
well,
totally do
yeah.
gaming.
It's more survival, but there is dickheads that kill you. So
It's the only reason I play games.
true.
To be a dickhead that kills people?
Absolutely.
I can't deny the facts. Cannot deny the facts.
Still remember when you burned Dan's house down in Minecraft.
You deserved it.
You can get
I don't remember why,
the
but he
premium.
deserved it.
Yeah. You get the premium version. There's 3 tiers for it. You get the premium version for $5.50.
Too
Tree
expensive.
Tree fitting. How about tree fitting?
Okay. You can purchase the Viper starter for $5. I don't know what that is. Hardline
Randy Orton
Deluxe
RKO's
bundle
everybody.
for $35.
Isn't that what's happening on screen right now?
That's the miss.
So
Is it?
I know.
And he's awesome.
I can only see a reflection
that's
on
it.
the Ghostbusters poster.
That's it?
It's
That's
really
all I
confusing.
got for you guys today. I'm sorry.
All right, 9 o'clock on the board back there. So let's go around the horn.
Not a one.
Started 10 minutes late, didn't we?
Yeah, I'm sure it's gonna take 10 minutes to get through this fucking plugs.
Review.
No, what do you
That
got going
very
on?
For the
You have
brown.
one thing to plug. What do you got
Which
going
one
on?
is he?
And the
For
send
the
off.
day Sacula.
Well, yeah, that's right. All right, Gibby, what do you got to plug?
Please email me at thedacemanshow@gmail.com, where I will promptly ignore your email.
That's it?
That's all I got for now. I'm still have a child. He's driving me crazy.
You still have a child.
It's problematic.
I like to plug that.
I like how you say it like you might get rid of it at some point. Like, I still have it. Still around.
Working on
He's
getting rid
saying
of
it like it's a bad disease.
Frank, what do you got going on?
Follow me on Twitter or tweet me on Twitter, whatever you want to do, at the Dace Man Show.
Where?
Is this what it's like to have a kid? Is that what that was?
Him. You can finish.
He's gonna find out.
Yes!
The game is not appropriate for you.
It's fine. Go ahead.
No, that's kind of it though. That's all I have.
Sorry.
Yeah, that's tweet me.
What do you got going on?
Nothing.
Oh, God, you guys are the worst. So much for 10 minutes.
There is a Dace Man Show website, and a Facebook, a Twitter.
This is the way he goes through the plugs when you're not here too. He just starts like random, like we have a thing on YouTube, I think,
There's a Facebook page as well.
Websites and.
Wow. Anyway, check us out on Facebook.com/The Dace Man Show. I don't know why I was looking at the clock instead of the camera. Like us there. Come over to Twitch. Give us a little heart. We got a follow tonight. Thank you for the follow. Woo! Do you remember the name?
King Toads.
There it is. That's why we keep you around. You can subscribe. We might start streaming again. We say it every week.
Could happen.
Literally every
But
week.
it could happen.
Stranger things have happened.
You won't know unless you subscribe.
That's right.
And you go, shit, I'm wasting money. Then you knew we lied to you. Anyway, go to thedacemanshow.com. All kinds of stuff there. And by that I mean it was all deleted. So all we have is a merch shop right now.
It's new.
We have San Diego Comic-Con coverage. So if you want to go back and look at all those trailers that are about a month old now, go take a look at those.
I mean, it's good. It's good to purge every once in a while. You gotta flush out the bad stuff, which was the last 3 or so years.
The Purge movie or
The
TV
show.
show's coming out soon.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would be good for like celeb news.
Yeah,
or
we're past
nerd news.
that. Yeah,
We're plugs.
we're so past that.
Well, they
we
said
were
Purge,
40
it
minutes
just
past
brought
that.
me back to it, alright? Segue!
Yeah, that's ADD. YouTube.com/The Dace Man Show, where you can find all the archive versions of our show, as well as archive versions of other things we did.
Yeah, you can listen back when we were actually good.
Yeah, we're an archive
We're
podcast.
funny.
We're good like a year later. Anyway, we
Cut
might
it.
actually do another season music challenge too. The other Chris is more willing to do it than I am apparently because I didn't do shit yet. Frank's for everything too. That comes up on the radar every once in a while.
Yeah, until other Frank just kind of stops talking about it. So I don't know.
And it's August. Maybe we'll attempt a variety show. We'll see what happens. We have so many things we want to do.
We have so many things we might do.
But I think I'm not mistaken.
I got it. For the chickens!
No, okay, that's not it. Anyway, I think this Thursday we're trying D&D. Yes?
Oh,
No?
that's another thing that we have
Yeah.
been meaning to do for 2 years.
Cheever went ahead. He's got the story. Thursday we're going live with it.
Maybe!
Was anyone going to tell me?
He casted.
Don't feel bad. I wasn't invited to this one either.
He casted Ralph, Bompadre, myself, and him.
Don't feel bad. I wasn't invited to this one either.
I like how he. Okay. Go ahead.
Anyway, so we're gonna try that Thursday. That could fizzle off because that's how things roll. But Thursday, I think we're gonna. I don't even know how the fuck we're gonna set it up. Thursday, we're gonna try it. Maybe we'll do more things on the horizon. That's all I got. Obviously,
He's done.
he walked away. Anyway, so for the few.
This is your moment, and you gotta get
Oh yeah, I did mute you. For the few. Good call. For the proud.